what's going on, everybody? It's your man, Eric Wilson, alongside the Great EL Bushman Sports Arena. We just heard from Stu Sternberger, one of the owners of the Tamp Bay Rays, in regards to the split that they have talked about, proposed for 2028, where the Rays would 2024, excuse me, where the Rays would be split. They would get the second half of the season played in Montreal. The first half of the season and spring training would get played here in the Tampa Bay area. Great EL Bushman, this is your team. This has been something going on for, like I said, Saturday on our show, a period of time. So now you've heard what he had to say. I have to get your reaction.
So I'm currently listening to people calling into the Pat and Aaron show on 620. 620 streamed everything live for the press conference, and I got to watch it on Bay News 9 too. So stupidity is what I got out of the whole press conference. It was more of a rah-rah, Stu Sternberg ownership. We've done great things for the community, and that was the first 20 minutes of the press conference, and then they got into it. It was just... They come up there with no real plan in action. There's nobody funding the two stadiums that are being proposed, either Montreal and also in the Tampa Bay area. There was no plan in action about what they're going to do about their lease with St. P. There was nothing was planned. It was just saying, hey, this is what we have proposed, and you guys are going to have to deal with it no matter what. And it was really funny. The press conference was just almost a lack of. It kind of felt like, hey, you Rays fans, reporters are a bunch of dummies, and you guys don't know anything about business. And to say that one team should not have 80+ home games is ridiculous. Teams do it all the time, and they're still in their same spots. So saying, hey, we should split this team up, 40 games here, 40 games there, is just beyond asinine when it comes to this supposed plan. Like, if he was adamant about saying, hey, baseball's going to stay here in Tampa. I'm not going to sell the team. I have no thought about that whatsoever. Okay, but you're still splitting the team up.
Right.
And you even considered changing the name of the team alone.
Well, he hadn't got to that part yet.
No, he did. There was a question that was asked to him by one of the reporters. Okay, with the proposed split with Montreal and Tampa Bay, was there going to be a name change? Is it still going to be the Tampa Bay Rays? And he said we would have to consider maybe doing that. So
fine, yes.
Name change and everything.
When that got to that point, the biggest thing for me was when he was blatantly asked, if this does not work out, what is your plan B? He doesn't have one.
Doesn't have a plan B.
Doesn't have one.
So they actually think this plan is going to work, which is it's not going to work. There's no way it's going to work because I can see the stadium. Okay, you have this open air stadium. Okay, so how big is it going to be? Is it going to be 25,000? Okay. You have that now with the Trop.
Right.
It's going to be an open air thing. Okay, so you have the Rays games will be played there half of the year until probably the All-Star break, and
exactly.
In Montreal. So this other half of the year is going to be for Rowdy's games and music concerts. Okay, that's a great idea. You can do that year round. You can do that when the Rays aren't there and doing their away games while still being in Tampa Bay. So if you can't get anybody to fund these proposed two stadiums, what are you going to do?
And there's no answer.
Yeah, they had really no answers for questions being asked. And I love the fact that they had a couple of stoolies in the audience that were saying, "Oh, I'm a local restaurant owner, St. P. This is a great idea." Is it really? Because once they leave for that other half of the season, it takes half your business away.
Exactly.
For all those people coming after the games or before games, eating and patronizing.
And if you look at the second half of the season runs August, September, and October.
Right.
And as two guys who have worked in the restaurant business, those are your three slowest months. So the Rays won't be in town.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you supposed to make money?
Exactly.
So what are you going to do in those 3 months? So you're hoping that the Rowdies, and you're also hoping that
having concerts and all kinds of
other events are going to supplement the income of those individuals who are already trying to make a buck in the slower months.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have an answer for when the Rays make the playoffs. Because as we know, this team is going to make the playoffs. So when they make the playoffs, where are the games being played? Are they going to stay in Montreal because that's where the second half of the games are being played?
Another answer you can get out of them, who gets the playoffs. So
right.
There should be no thinking about it. It should be at the Tampa Bay Rays Field here in St. Pete. So a couple of takeaways that a lot of people are saying is the financial situations of it, and the one thing that really it's kind of blows my mind is you have Mayor Kreisman of St. Pete saying adamantly 100% I will not let this happen. So you have a major financial buyout when it comes to trying to move this team, trying to split this team up from Tampa to Montreal, splitting up. That's major financial implications right there. So this whole thing is going to try and start at 2024, but you're locked in for 2027, 2028. So where are you going to get the money to buy out this team? This team is worth $1 billion right now. You can't afford to pay for your own stadium. It's just it's money that's he's trying to collect more and more and more. As an owner, he stinks. He's terrible. He needs to sell the team to somebody that's actually going to care about this team, care about this city, because you cannot. This is the stupidest idea. Now I get it. The first half of the press conference, we're the first to do this, we're the first to do the defensive shifts, we're the first to do the opener, we're the first to do this, we're the first to do this as well. Well, you know what? This might be the idea that we'd be the first to fail. Because it will fail, and this team will be screwed, and this whole region will be screwed by having a professional team playing baseball in the area.
It's ridiculous.
It's terrible. It's dumb. And, if you're a Rays fan, do you still support this team? Do you still go to the games?
That's the question.
That's the question.
That's the ultimate question.
That's the ultimate question.
Whether you're a diehard fan, a fair weather fan, a bandwagon jumper, whichever one of the three you may be.
So I posed on Twitter right now is my Twitter poll question was after the press conference, if you as a Rays fan, will you still go to the games? Right now it's a 56-44% saying yes, they'll still go to the games. And one of the person that commented on the poll was, I will still attend games as many as I like my team right now, but I will think twice about buying team merch. But I will also certainly will not fly to another country to watch my team play. Exactly, because there's so many hurdles to get around with this stupid asinine situations. It's just so dumb.
Well, folks, you heard it here from the Great EL Bushman. This is his team.
Tweet me out right now. I'm on Twitter right now at elbushman07, so you can answer the Twitter poll and you can tweet out to me your thoughts about the Rays press conference today.
This conversation is not going away. We'll be more in depth with it as the week goes on. I'm sure we're going to talk about it Saturday on our show, just more what the comments have, the polls going. But again, Sports Arena just had to give you guys a quick update following the press conference of Stu Sternberger. And as the Great EL Bushman said, and I'll say it again, it was probably one of the most stupidest, asinine conferences. I'm thankful we didn't get the opportunity to attend, because there would have been more questions of him having to answer these questions because they were never answered. But we'll talk to you guys later on. Have a great Monday. Peace.